Peace and blessings, family. Assalamu alaikum to my original family out there. Real quick, brothers, this is your brother, Landon X, just with a quick public service announcement. And this is brought to you by nationtownstore.com, but most of all, it's brought to you by the Montgomery Brawl that we all just saw. However, I'm not actually going to say much about the brawl itself, but I want to talk about some of the people that were involved. And actually what this is a message, not to the black man, but a message to the white man. Listen, I know, I get it. You've been watching Fox News for a long time. You've been listening to all of the conservative demagogues on YouTube. You've been listening to all the racist country songs, and they got you thinking that the day is gonna come where if you don't vote for as many Republicans as you possibly can, that you're gonna wake up one day and there's gonna be a bunch of Negroes at your door ready to rape your daughter, take all your money, steal your RV and your double wide trailer and your 20-year-old pickup truck and all of that, and then it's gonna be all over. We're gonna finally wake up and finally realize that there was all this unpaid labor that took place a couple of 100 years ago that you have not paid up on. I know. Listen, dear white man, please stop watching all of the YouTube demagogues that you watch, the Fox News country singers writing songs about small towns, and please stop letting these politicians, most of which are Republican, please stop listening to them, and please stop responding to those dog whistles. You're not a dog. I know he's your best friend, but you're not a dog. I'm saying this because Fox News and these demagogues and these dog whistle politicians are gonna get you up. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you keep listening to them, they're gonna get you up. Do you understand? Mr. McGillicuddy, Miss Karen, Miss Becky, you have successfully, or your people at least, have successfully over the last 450 years colonized us, oppressed us, but also domesticated us. The way you've domesticated your own dogs. You know, it bothers me to say this, and some of my own people are not gonna like this, but it's a fact. What you saw at that Montgomery Brawl was actually a type of event that doesn't happen enough with our people. And I'm not necessarily talking about the violence of it, but the unity of it. We saw one of our own being attacked, and we called out to each other, and we swam across waters. We came off of the top rope, man. We flew down, ran down, jumped down, and threw down. But listen, like I said, you have over the last 450 years have been extremely successful in domesticating us, holding us down, black people in our own community, having us to think that our only real enemy is our own brother and sister. You successfully tricked us into that. We're not attacking you on a daily basis. We're attacking each other. We spend 98% of our discretionary income with your businesses. I understand that the Caucasians involved in this, they own a business, and I guarantee you, up until Saturday, black people supported and spent their hard-earned money at that gas station. Montgomery has a large black population, so I know they had a lot of black customers. You've domesticated us to the point where we've forgotten many of us, not all of us, but many of us have forgotten all about your oppression. We've forgotten all about how you've treated us over the last 450 years. And I say that because we even equate our success based on our nearness to you. If we live in your neighborhoods, we feel like we're a success. If our children learn in your schools, we feel like we're a success. If we're wearing clothes that has your name on it, we feel like it's a success. We're in our own communities, our so-called communities that are really more like colonies, and we're murdering each other, hating on each other, holding each other back on a daily basis. Our families are fractured. I mean, completely broken. 70% or more of our households are ran by a single parent, usually a single mother. Black men and black women, if you asked us or just listened to us on social media and in our conversations, you would think that we believe as black men that our only enemy in this world is the black woman. And black women believe that their only enemy in this world is the black man. Listen, Brad, Becky, Karen, you've done an awesome job into tricking us. You've done an awesome job in domesticating us. You've done an awesome job in destroying our minds. Don't let Fox News or your favorite YouTube demagogue or country singer get you up. Listen, you've even decided to make your schools teach this fake version of black history where you tell us that slavery wasn't such a bad thing. And our reaction to that is not to support and build our own schools. Our reaction is not to send our children to Muhammad University of Islam or to any black charter schools or any other black independent schools. No, our reaction is to cry and protest and boycott and hope that you change your mind and keep teaching our children your already skewed history. Look at how you've already domesticated us. We sit around and we argue with each other about who God is. We argue with each other about what God's name is. We argue with each other about what religion to worship God in. We argue with each other about whether we're black, whether we're Moors, whether we're Muslims, whether we're Egyptians, whether we're Indians, whether we're from Mars, and all kind of stuff. Look at the job that you've done on us. Brad, Becky, Karen, we even arguing over what shape the earth is. Even though we're the people that are in the worst shape on earth, we decide to argue about the shape of the earth instead of attacking the very people and the very system that confused us about all of those things. We will attack anybody before we attack you. So please, don't let Fox News and all of these so-called conservative demagogues and these country singers or whatever else you got going on get you up. Don't do it. And listen, if you don't follow these instructions that I'm trying to give you, if you don't put 2 and 2 together, you're going to push a button that's going to activate a part of the black man and black woman's brain that's been asleep and has been dormant for over 450 years. And you do not want to see that button get pushed. And when you push that button, you know they say waking up a sleeping giant. Not only will you wake up a sleeping giant, you'll wake up a sleeping God. So please, don't get up. Don't do that. Just leave us alone. Let us handle our affairs by ourselves. We show you nothing but respect. The same respect that we should show each other, we always reserve it for you. The same forgiveness that we should show each other, we always reserve it for you. The same friendship that we should always reserve for each other, we always reserve it for you. The same financial support that we should reserve for our own businesses, our own economics, we always reserve it for you. You would do yourself a favor to leave us alone and let us handle our affairs. Otherwise, you will get up. That's my message to the white man. Happy August 5th, 2023, the real Juneteenth. I'm your brother, Landon X. Assalamu alaikum.